Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab you a libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola! From the west side. I know I'm late. I was supposed to be on at 9:15. I am so sorry, y'all. But I was literally in the middle of dealing with a movie deal. I was dealing with the movie that I'm in, you guys. I was on an emergency phone call, actually. The movie is premiering this weekend. And even when you're doing independent films in Hollywood, there's always some drama. So, as a member of the production staff, I had to get on a call. But the movie is going to be coming out this weekend. Happy Monday, y'all. I've had a really crazy Monday. I'm literally stuffing my face. This is why I'm not on camera yet. But, okay. Hey, y'all can see me eating. Because that's what I'm sitting here doing. I'm eating. Let me. See, I'm eating. Hey, everybody. It's been a crazy day. So, I'm eating my dinner very late. Very late. I'm also making a mess. So, I'm going to finish this. Hey, Raw. Girl. Are we in an effing retrograde around here? This whole situation with you guys, Raw, you know I'm sad about it, but my personal opinion is that none of us know each other. Period, point blank. We don't know each other, for real. Unless we have been to your house, we have known you for years, off of YouTube, we don't know each other. That's just my personal opinion. And with that being said, if we don't know each other, how can we actually trust each other? Which means you shouldn't be trusting anybody on the internet. Okay, so I'm finished with this. I'm gonna put the thing back on, and I'll be right back. I'm coming right back, y'all. I'm just walking out of the room to go put this in the sink. You can come in if you want to, honey. After you finish eating. All right, you guys, I'm back in the room. That was rude. I apologize. I'm back. I'm back. So there's been so much ish going on on this platform. I can't even keep up with it. Okay, so I promised Bree that I was going to talk about this tonight, aka Couture Bay. She spoke about it earlier. And, you know, she and I kind of have similar feelings because, you know, I love you, Raw. I like Dory. I don't really know Dory that well, even on the platform. And, and I knew Deirdre from a whole nother sector on the platform. But this whole thing that's going on right now just is crazy to me. First of all, let me just start off by saying, let me just ask this question. But isn't Mona Simone the one who faked her own death a couple of years ago? Didn't she do what Sansaray did before Sansaray did it? Am I thinking about the right woman? Is that the one who did that? Is she the one who allegedly? Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, so here's where I'm going to start with my, just me looking at it. If someone has allegedly faked their own death on this platform, on YouTube, I would be highly suspicious of anything that they said after that. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. I just made a mess. I'm making a mess in here, you guys. Just give me a second. I literally knocked something on the floor, and I got to get it up now. Wait a minute. Son, come here. Okay. I'm just going to throw it in the trash. It's done. Hey, 6 feet. Throw that in the trash. Throw it in the trash. It fell on the floor. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. What did I say? Throw it in the trash. Sorry, y'all. I have to say that a number of times. Most of y'all know that I have an adult on the autism spectrum. And I need to say something multiple times to make sure that he does what I want him to do and not what he wants to do. So this is my personal opinion in regards to Mona Simone. When I saw her, I knew she was, I guess she's in the B sector. I don't know. And she says that she is on the spectrum. Although she feels that Asperger's, because I guess that's what she's diagnosed with, shouldn't be part of autism. Honey, that's what most people with Asperger's say. Most people with Asperger's don't want to be considered autistic. But Asperger's is part of the autism spectrum. Okay? Matter of fact, that is what Dr. Temple Grandin is classified as, Asperger. But she calls herself autistic because she understands with her PhD that Asperger's is part of autism. It's just somebody gave it a different name, but it's part of the same spectrum. So that's what I know about Mona. I know that she allegedly faked her own death on the platform. So that's how I look at dealing with her. Let me turn down my phone so I'm not hearing myself twice over here, you guys. I don't want to have it completely muted, but I have to turn it down so that y'all aren't hearing it too. But that's my opinion, okay? I don't think that the phone call between two young ladies who were having a private conversation about whatever they were talking about should have been brought to YouTube. Unless it was brought to YouTube by the two people who are actually having the conversation, which it was not. I understand that a lot of people get in their feelings because, you know, their names are brought up in this and they don't like what was said, whether it was heartfelt or not. But let's understand, we don't know each other. Nobody knows anybody on this platform. Oh yeah, I remember that whole thing that happened a long time ago with Tasha. Let's see. Yeah, she blamed Tasha K and had people. Yeah, all I'm going to say is what I said before. Someone who allegedly faked their own death on the platform, whether they did it, whether they allowed the situation to appear like whatever, okay, whatever the case was. I'm not going to be jumping to believe anything that they bring after that. I'm going to side-eye them. I'm going to side-eye them. I mean, just like we side-eyeing Sansa Ray, who also came back from the dead. I'm like, y'all get it? Hey, Red Wings. I'm sorry, I didn't speak to everybody in the Hey, Six Figures. Hey, Miss Pamela. Hey, Miss Mahogany. I know, y'all. I just went in. I just went in. I'm sorry. I just came and went in. Now, I am sad about the fact that, you know, Deirdre and Ra are no longer dealing with each other. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm still going to support who I want to support because check this out. I'm going to be 59 on my next birthday. My mama went home to be with the Lord. Okay, that part. My daddy lives in North Carolina. So really, there's no one to tell me where the hell I can go on this platform. And it is what it is. Now, I mean, here's what I'm going to say. If Cookie doesn't have a problem with me being over in Deirdre's chat and modding for her, and Deirdre doesn't have a, you know, because I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not in the middle of all the mess. I don't know what people were saying on back chats, on phones, because guess what DC does not do? I don't talk to people in back chats. Let me think. I think maybe one or two people on this platform actually have spoken to me on the phone, on my cell phone, because that's how many people probably have my cell phone number. You know, just like Couture Bay, I've had my cell phone number that I have for over 20 years. So I'm not about to change my number over some people on YouTube. So I'm simply just not going to engage. You know, unless it's necessary. I mean, unless I have something to say to you that I can't say on the platform, there's really no reason. There's no reason. Okay, what did I just do? I did something. Okay, let me see. Can y'all still see me? Is it just on my end? All right, let me go off camera for a second. Let me see what the heck is going on. Let me see what's going on. StreamYards is not going to let me be great tonight. StreamYards is trying to not let me be great tonight. Okay, so you guys can see me. You guys can see me. I'm just looking at myself. It has me on a green screen, but I don't have my green screen on. Okay, I don't have my green screen on, but I'm looking at myself in green screen. So that means StreamYards is tripping. StreamYards is tripping. All right, let me look at the chat on my phone. I think that might be easier for me. Let me see what you guys are saying. Side eye, both of them. Exactly. So I honestly don't know. Knowing Mona's previous history on the platform, I honestly don't know why, everyone was quick to believe her without making sure that they got the full information. But, hey, this is YouTube. And, I guess now people got to eat. A whole bunch of people are using this for content, which is utterly ridiculous. I'm going to say what I have to say because the content creators involved with the call, I happen to like those content creators. I like Dee Dee, but the whole situation, it's unfortunate because we all should be able to go where we want to go. And here's the thing. If you don't like who I like, that's okay. You don't have to like who I like. But at the same time, you can't get upset if I like people that you don't like. We all gonna like people that the other people don't like, okay? For example, I like Cookie. Deirdre doesn't like Cookie. Okay, whatever. That's because she has decided whatever her opinion is in regards to Cookie. I've dealt with Cookie on the platform and been a mod for her for quite some time. And I saw her before I was a mod for her. And I followed her. I mean, her original content before she was in here with all this F-ish, okay? So I see her differently than a lot of you people do. And that's fine. And with Deirdre, I know Deirdre from an entirely different part of YouTube. She's involved in the beef sector now. Y'all know I don't do beef. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. I don't do beef. But I don't get, I guess, hey, I'm a real world person. So I don't get how people become so invested with people that they just know from online. I mean, can someone explain that to me maybe? How are you so invested and you don't even really know these people? And with that being said, if you don't really know these people, then you don't really know what's going on in anybody's real life. You have not a freaking clue what is going on in anybody's real life. You just know what they are presenting on this platform to be them. I present myself to be a sane individual, okay? But does that mean that I'm really not insane? It just means that I've presented myself to be sane. And so that's what you believe. again, I presented myself to be an advocate for kids and people on the autism spectrum. Now, if I started doing some other ish, then you would give me a side eye because that's not how I presented myself. So people who come on here and say that they're here, to go after the doxers or to go after the people who are doing this and that to whoever, and then when they turn around and do the things that they say that they are advocating against, it kind of looks crazy. But right now, this whole situation saddens me because it is Black women on here just, calling each other out a name, because y'all know how I am. I'm not into calling women bitches and hoes. Okay? I can't stand it. I can't stand it when y'all on here doing that stuff. It really saddens my heart. But hey, this is how y'all express yourselves. That's fine. If I start expressing myself that way, I don't do it on the platform, but I'm from DC. Let me just say that. I'm not from California. California is where I live. I live on the West Side, but I am from the East Coast. And ain't nothing changed about that. So I don't want to say stuff, because I'm just pissed off right now. You understand what I'm saying? I carefully watch what I say because I don't want to say something that I might have to take back. So I'm not out here doing all this crazy bull-ish. I'm not in the B sector. Clearly, I am part of the Black sector, which is all of YouTube, because it's all Black. Okay, let's get that part. But I don't do the beefing. I come on here and do my content. I do my daily thoughts. I do my not so random chats. I do my artsy autism mom vlogs. I do my coffee talks, and I do whatever the heck it is that I plan on doing. But none of the stuff that I do is involved in all of that. But I'm getting real sick of this shish. But people keep bringing the kids into it. The special kids. The children on the spectrum. And yeah, I listen to that old raggedy stuff from that raggedy old man who's younger than me, but looks like he's older than me, talking all this crazy-ish about an autism mom saying maybe her kid had autism because she was getting high when she was pregnant. Look, Regin, you ignorant anyway. You don't even need to be talking on autism, even though you call yourself grown folks. Shut the F up. Don't even speak on it, because you sound ignorant every time you open your effing mouth. Since you're not informed about the causes of autism, and you should check out all these wonderful autism channels that are on here, because we can tell you exactly about autism. And a mother getting high, if she did, has nothing to do with this. Okay? So, all the quote unquote babies that were, born to women who use, most of those kids don't have any effects of that. Those kids, okay? I'm not talking about our kids. I can speak about my son. My son became autistic because of all of those vaccinations at one time. I saw him start to change after. He still has a genius IQ, but he has autism. So a lot of what is in him, and we don't get the benefit of it. But it's coming out slowly. as he's now an adult. But yeah, I'm real sick of you trying not to cuss, of you Regins on here talking all this ignorant ish in regards to kids on the spectrum. If you don't know what the F you're talking about, please don't say anything. That's what I'd like you to do. Say nothing. Say less. But getting back to the unfortunate things that are going on the platform. So here's my thing. People can say what they want to say about what they do on here. We can all be attorneys, we could all be doctors, we could all be therapists on this platform. Nobody has to prove anything on here, okay? We don't have to prove that. But in most of the cases, the people are really what they say that they are. But obviously, they're not going to be, floating their law degrees and, proof that they passed the state bar exams. Most therapists, if they're on here, they're not going to be doing it in a setting where you're going to see their therapy license sitting in the background and whatnot, because this is YouTube. That's generally not what people are on here for. Most people don't come on here and talk about whatever their field of expertise is at work. They come on here for something else. I don't work in the field of autism. I have my autism parent. I work in regulatory compliance for real estate. Think that'll be interesting topic for me to get on here and talk about all the time? Or would I put y'all to sleep with that information? Again, most people aren't on here talking about whatever it is that their field of expertise is. And even if they were, you wouldn't be listening, because that's not what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear the bull. Y'all want to see the drama. I mean, how many people are just happy about this whole situation with these Black women on here arguing? I'm certainly not. I wish it would just stop. It to me, it should have never, like I said, this shouldn't even be on YouTube. Why did Mona bring this on YouTube? She should have had her conversation with Dory and found out what was really going on. And if she chose not to have a conversation with her, then fine. But before you go pushing this stuff out on here, because now you look like a fool. Because we know that you did not put out the entire conversation. And I don't want to, and at this juncture, we don't need to hear the entire conversation. We shouldn't have heard what we heard. How about that part? We shouldn't have heard what we heard. I don't care if you live in a 1-party, 2-party, 3-party, 4-party, 5-party, all-party state. We shouldn't have heard what we heard. Wait 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. I'm trying to. I'm trying to grab something. Y'all need to see my butt. All right, I'm back. I'm back on camera. There we go. I lost a shoe. Let me grab my shoe. My shoe came off. All right, I'm back. That's why I went on camera. I was trying to grab the shoe, but it's on now. But yeah, no, the honest to God truth is this whole situation should have never been on the platform. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. Wait. There are spiders that were in some of my boxes. And a couple of them are in this room. And I'm killing them because I'm allergic to freaking spiders. Allergic. I don't have no EpiPens around here either. The last really bad spider bite I got is the reason that I got my first tattoo. It was on my shoulder. This shoulder. Let me show y'all. Y'all see that tattoo? This tattoo right here? All of this? There was a spider bite right here where this tattoo is. Yes. So y'all got to see. That was my first tattoo. The hummingbird was my first tattoo. The flower that's on there with the hummingbird is a marigold. And that flower was put there in 2011 when my mama died. Because Marigold was my mama's middle name. Marigold was my mama's middle name. So I have a marigold on my shoulder with the hummingbird, which is me, because I sing, nurturing itself with the flower. But I think that was the last spider. I've seen like 3 since yesterday. And that's the last one. And I'm like, okay, I got to get these spiders because I don't want them to live. They can't live because I can have go into epileptic shock from a spider bite. So they're dead. So when I get off of the broadcast, because I'm looking at him dead on my wall, I'm going to go and take him off of there. Yeah. Miss Pamela, I have a lot of tattoos. That's just the one I showed y'all. The only other one that y'all can see is this one. This on my arm. I don't know if I can. I don't even know how. I always have a hard time showing this one. But let me show it. If y'all can see on my arm, it's kind of like right there. But it's hard for me to show it to y'all because it literally is there so I can see it. So let me do this so y'all can see. Y'all see that? It's upside down, but what that is a bookworm. That is a bookworm because I'm a bookworm. I've been a reader since I was, 4 or 5 years old. Yeah. And although I haven't been to the library in quite some time because of 2020, I do actually keep a library card to get books out when I want to. Ones I don't want to go and actually buy. I'll just rent them from the library. I'll just rent them from the library. But my hope, this is my hope. And Rod, I know you in the chat. This is my hope. I know you just want to be left alone. My hope is that everybody just stops talking about this. That they just let it go. And that hopefully, everybody's just going to do, everybody just do themselves, Support who you want to support. Don't support who you don't want to support. Let's not make this into an airing out situation where everybody's business is all over freaking YouTube. Let's not do that. That's ugly. And Raw, if you are in the chat still, says, I am sorry that you even felt the need to explain anything to MFs on here about what's going on in your home.
because it's nobody's effing business. That's just my personal opinion. It's nobody's effing business what's going on with you and your kids and your husband. It's not their fucking business. Yeah, I said it. Let's see, we're 35 minutes in. So they got one curse word out of me today. But that's how I felt. You shouldn't even, I wouldn't have said ish. I would have said nothing. F them. Let them think what they want to think. You know, hey, people think what they want to think on here anyway. I know. Well, see, Red Wings, here's the thing. You have to remember that I used to be a radio broadcaster. So I'm very, very used to following FCC rules and not cursing. Okay? And so I try to do the same thing when I'm on here. But I'm not going to lie and tell you that a curse word don't come out every once in a while. You know, I just try not to use those words. You know, I just try not to. But yeah, nothing should have been explained. And the same thing, you know, I mean, with the situation with someone dying in somebody's family, like, are we really at the point where we going to just start asking people to prove stuff to us? Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I hit the thing by accident and turned the camera off. I'm back. Are we literally asking people to prove that somebody in their family died? Like, who the hell are we? Who the hell are we? That we should be thinking we got the freaking audacity to ask somebody some ish like that. Man, I'd say fuck you. That's what I would say. Y'all on some bull on here. Bringing everybody's personal life onto the effing platform, and that's your effing entertainment? For real? Because people are being entertained by somebody else's pain. Like, what the F? And y'all need to stop bringing people's children into this. Stop bringing these babies into your mess. Especially these children who have autism. They ain't do nothing to y'all. Keep them out of it. Looks like I have what? Is that lipstick? Yeah, it's done. I got it off. It was just bothering me, y'all. I just kept seeing the lipstick above my lip. Sorry. But seriously, why are we talking about children in adult situations? So this is how you go after parents. You can't say anything that's going to affect the parent unless you go after their kid. Y'all must want to die. You know, because y'all don't know. People could go cray-cray when you start bringing their kids into it. Especially if they're in the same city with you. Some of y'all crazy people. I'm just saying. Hey, Anthony. You know, I mean, let me just say this thing about people being taken off of being mods on channels and stuff. I only mod for a couple of channels. It's okay to be a mod and everything, but being a mod for someone's channel should only come with the criteria of, you know, what you're going to be doing on their channel. Obviously, you know, you're not going to allow people to come into their chat and just act a effing fool, okay? But what you do if you're not modding on their channel, and you're on your own channel or you're somewhere else, and you're hanging out with people that said content creator does not associate with, what difference does it make if they don't have nothing to do with what you're doing? I'm just asking a question. It's just a question, okay? You know, because see, I sit over here and do my own stuff. I stay in the clouds when y'all are doing all this craziness. I watch, you know, I watch a lot of stuff going on over in the beef sector, and I'm gonna say it's similar to the same old stuff going on over here. You know, same stuff going on, different people involved. And now with this one, they're trying to, you know, the Mona Simone one is really trying to like pull people from both into the middle, some bullshit. That's what's going on now. So I hit my mic. Sorry, you guys, I hit the mic. Yeah, I'm a little animated. I'm a little animated right now. But I'm gonna continue to do me, okay? If I see some crazy stuff going on, I'm gonna say something about it. I don't like what's going on right now. It really does sadden me that all of these, you know, women have been pulled into this mess, you know, and that other people are just feeding off of it for content. I hope it's worth all the little coins or the views that you guys are getting, you know, but Couture Bay said a very important thing today that I think you guys should recognize. It's not about some of the lowest amount of views videos make the most money. So now let me just say that. Some of the most, you know, some of the small, you know, basically they don't have like hundreds of thousands of views, okay? But they make more money than some of those videos that have hundreds of thousands of views. You know, and see like Miss Mahogany and Tutu Thing, know Miss Deirdre from, you know, from our modding in in the celebrity gossip sector. You know, so what's going on over there, that's not the kind of stuff that we saw before. I don't like that she's involved in all of this stuff, but you know, again, she's a grown woman. You know, and grown women do what they want to do. I'm sad, you know, because I thought that her and Ra had good chemistry as far as when they were doing stuff together. But it is what it is, you know. That's why I don't do panels, as y'all know. I am gonna do a panel now that I finally moved, but I'm going to be doing something specific and pulling in people, you know, other autism moms onto a panel to talk about the fact that we're more than autism moms, all of us. But that's, you know, that's not really a panel. That's just going to be like a, you know, a discussion on a live panel. You know, not this ignorant stuff that I see all over YouTube. You know, not this stuff. People got to figure out another way to build their channels. You know, I've decided I'm not on no time limit. However long it takes me to get to where I want to get, then that's what it's going to be. You know, hopefully it doesn't take me 10 years to get to 10,000. But if it takes me 10 years to get to 10,000, then it takes me 10 years. Of course, I don't know if this platform is going to be around in 2031, but it might be. You know, 10 years from now, it's been around since 2009. But I think it's going to be a very different in 10 years. If this, the YouTube that we see today is not going to be the YouTube in 10 years. I think a lot of things changed with our platform during the year where most of us were at home. I think a lot of things changed. Personally, I'm mad at myself because I should have finished a couple of my books last year, but I didn't get them done because I was busy doing other stuff, trying to build up my channel. But I should have been also, more focused on my books. Let me see what you're saying. She was a fraud from the jump, and that's okay. Lesson learned, never again. Oh, you out? Okay. I left her, but I don't. Especially black women. Y'all always been fighting as women. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I don't do the fighting. You know that. I'm not going to get on this platform and fight. First of all, what is the point of getting on the platform and fighting with people that you really don't even know? I don't fight with I don't have major disagreements fighting with women I know in real life. So why would I get on here and do that stuff? I'm not even here for that. I'm too old for all that bullshit. I'm sorry. I am. I don't have to look like I'm almost 60, but I am. And I look good. And I'm glad I look good, okay? Let's be clear. But I mean, hey, those of you who have, been around my channel, there's a couple of videos that my dad is in, picture of him. My dad looks very young. My dad is in his freaking 80s, okay? He was in his 20s when I was born. My dad is exactly 24 years older than me because his birthday is the week before mine. So every time, that's how I keep up with my dad's age. But yeah, I'm glad I look young, and I'm glad that everything that I've been through in life does not show on me as a person. Okay? For real. Because let me just explain to y'all, being a caregiver for a child or an adult on the autism spectrum, and I'm not going to get teary-eyed, is hard as hell. And that's whether they are low functioning or high functioning. It does not matter where they fall. Doesn't matter where they fall. Drop my phone, y'all. It doesn't matter where they fall on the spectrum. It's hard as hell. It's hard to be a caregiver, period. But it is especially hard when you're dealing with a child on the spectrum. And when you have to deal with the dark side of autism. And I don't talk about it very often. I've talked about it a couple of times on here. You guys have, I have shared openly some of the dark side of autism. You guys saw, those of you who've been with me, saw a couple of years ago where my son had bit me on my freaking face. My face. He had bit my face. I had to go get tetanus shots. And that happened since I've been doing the YouTube. We ain't going to talk about the stuff that happened before I was on YouTube. But there is a dark side of autism that most of us who are on this platform, who talk to you about our children, don't talk about. Don't talk about it. But I think I should talk about it more. Thankfully, I'm not dealing with a lot of those behaviors with my son anymore. Thankfully, I did not have to go through 2020 without any help for him. Y'all, because he had no services that whole year. If it was not for my man, let me just tell y'all, I'd have been in the cuckoo farm last year because it was very, very stressful going through the whole year with him, not getting any type of services or support, and I'm literally pushing him to get back out there right now. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to get him back out there because he lost all of that time of being able to develop his social and his job skills. Y'all ain't got no idea what I'm talking about, but it's yeah. Dealing with that right now. Hey, thank you, sis. Yeah, we gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. You have to be strong to be a caregiver for someone on the spectrum. And I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. Not all parents of kids on the spectrum are cut out for it. Not all parents are cut out for it. There's a lot of these kids that don't live at home growing up, much less as adults. Their parents put them in a group home situation as soon as they can. Sadly, y'all know that it's hurting my heart talking about that, but it's the truth. Ain't a whole bunch of people that keep their children with autism, especially after the age of 18. And I'm not talking about whether you black, white, pink, I mean, period. Most parents are trying to get rid of the responsibility as soon as they can. I ain't one of them. That ain't me. Okay? Sorry, y'all. I don't normally cry because I'm a G. I'm a G. But when it comes to this, yeah. That's why I get so pissed off when y'all on here talking about these kids with autism. Because you have no fucking idea what parents with kids with autism are going through. Y'all ain't got a fucking clue. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know, I'm so pissed off about that. I've been pissed off about that the whole time it's been going on. And I ain't want to come on here and cuss people out. But it's just effing wrong. Leave those fucking kids alone. You got an issue with parents, go after the parents. For real, for real. Stop messing with these children. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing y'all are doing. And whether you believe they're on the autism spectrum or not, it's really not your effing business. You know, it's not your business. Because I know people are questioning one of the parents because they're like, well, they haven't been diagnosed. Let me tell y'all something. Do you know how hard it is to get an autism diagnosis for your child, especially if you're black? It's hard. It's hard, even if your child is showing all of the symptoms. It's hard to get the proper diagnosis. And I know for a fact in the state of Maryland that they have issues with doing that. How do I know? Because my goddaughter still lives back home. One of my godchildren has a child on the spectrum. And she's always telling me, her and her mama always telling me about the stuff that's going on. Matter of fact, they moved from Maryland to Virginia because Virginia had better services. And they were having a huge time getting this child diagnosed, even though she was banging her heads on walls and stuff, doing all kinds of things that were clearly showing this child was on the spectrum. But Marilyn was not given a diagnosis. And I'll tell you that even here in the state of California, where we probably have the best, as far as getting the diagnosis and early intervention, it's also hard to get that. They don't want to give you the diagnosis of autism, because the diagnosis of autism allows your child to get a whole bunch of services that could mean the difference between them being in special ed for their entire education and being able to go into general ed and graduate and go to college. They don't want to use that money. I'm just telling y'all the truth. So if you see somebody on here who may not have a quote unquote diagnosis of autism for their kid, understand that it's not that easy to get the freaking diagnosis of autism. It's not. So for all y'all who think y'all, think that parents might be faking, no, the parent knows what's going on with the kid, but they can't get the right diagnosis. Hey, Joe, I'm going off tonight. Joe. I'm sorry. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go get some tissue because I'm crying. I'm coming back. I'll be right back. Here I am. When I get angry, when I get really, really angry, yeah, tears will come. Because I'm angry because I can't do something what I really would like to do. Because I'd really like to throttle some of the MS on here who've been doing the talking that they've been doing. Sorry, not sorry. And I know I may look like, I'm a little girl, but I am tall and slim, but I was an athlete. Oh yeah. And did I tell y'all that I grew up in DC? I went to Catholic school and I had to fight all the public school kids. Yeah. So they knew I was hard because I went to Catholic school. So yeah, I may look like I can't get down, but I can. I'm just not trying to catch a case. Knock on wood. Not trying to catch a case. However, y'all gonna stop all this bullshit talking about these children on the spectrum. I'm so through with y'all with this bull. It's like, you ain't got nothing else. You can't say nothing else to the parent. Okay, if the parent is on some fuck shit, fine. Talk to them. What do their sons and daughters have to do with this? Not a damn thing. Not anything. But I know y'all gonna do what y'all want. I know y'all gonna do what y'all want. All right, I'm finished crying on y'all. Let me get my son to come in here because I'm about to get out of here. I didn't mean to get that angry. Dave, come in here so you can say hi. Are you still down here? Dave? I think he might have left. He might have gone upstairs. Let me see, because he'll be mad. Oh, here he comes. He's coming. I knew he was ear hustling, y'all. I knew he was ear hustling. He was listening to me talk about him. You gotta scoop down. Look right there. See, look. Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
All right. Okay. Leave that there. I'm working on. Y'all, behind me is like part of his computer stuff because I have not set up everything in his room because what we just got our internet situation together on Friday, and I haven't hooked this computer up, and he wants me to hook it up. So I guess I better do that between now and Wednesday. But right now, y'all, let me get ready to get out of here. I'm sorry that I went off. I'm sorry that I went off. Let me see if I can find I gotta find my banner. Okay, there it is. I'm trying to get myself together here so I can do my outro. All right, you guys. So I will be back in real time on Wednesday. And, this is the new thing. I'm on camera most of the time because, y'all ain't got to look at my kitchen. Y'all just looking at the studio. And once I get the pictures and stuff up, you'll have more than just a white background behind you. But until then, you're going to see this white background behind me. But at least I'm camming up for y'all now. So you can see there was really no reason for me not to cam up. I just didn't want y'all looking at my daggone kitchen all the daggone time. So, but I will be back on a Wednesday. I'm working on the daily thoughts for today. Hopefully it'll be up by the morning. Today's daily thoughts is going to be on the benefits of smiling. This thing that I'm always doing. Yeah, I'm giving you guys the benefits of smiling in my daily thoughts today because I think a lot of people need to hear about that. Those of you who always got a frown, turn that frown around. Anyway, I'll see y'all in real time on Wednesday. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out of here, you guys. Here's the outro. Peace.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out.